Very good morning to everybody. Welcome back to your live virtual classes. I don't want anybody of you raising your hands right now. Just I started the class, please. I'll give chance to everybody. Please hold on, write down your doubts, and then you can ask. If you keep disturbing in between, the flow will get obstructed. Okay, my dear students, the last class we started with the chapter number 3, bank reconciliation statement. So out of that, we finished 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 5 illustrations, right? So did you people go back and study those illustrations, what it was? So the first thing that I asked you is accounts is a scoring subject, but if you don't practice, it becomes very, very difficult for you to practice everything together at the end. Okay. Are you all able to hear? Ashok, is there any issue? Are you able to all okay? My voice is a little bad. That's it. So there's no buffering and all. Okay. So a little bit put up with me today. My voice is not okay. So coming back to the point, we started off with BRS. So the basic concept. What did we read? We read about the basics. Okay. So what is BRS? Bank reconciliation statement. Why do you do BRS or how do you do BRS? Between two books, cash book, bank column, and why it is not coming? They're saying it's coming. It's not coming. My voice is coming, no? Okay, you people, whoever you're not able to hear my voice, no, please try your internet connection from your end and then we will check, okay? So now coming back between the two books, okay, what are the two books? The two books are the first book is cash book, which is your bank column. The second book is the bank passbook or the bank statement. Who maintains these two books? Cash book, we maintain, business maintains. And the passbook, the bank people maintain. So both of them at any given point in time should be equal. Then we spoke about the balances. These two books are mirror images of each other. Okay. So mirror images of each other means my right side will be the left side, my left side will be the right side. That means debit side of the cash book will be equal to the credit side of the passbook. Both of them, they indicate receiving money. So they are also called as favorable balances. And the second one is credit side of the cash book should be equal to the debit side of the passbook. So this is nothing but unfavorable balance because your expenses are more. You are supposed to pay extra. So this is the point. So your two books are the mirror images of each other. Then we understood what is favorable balance. If in the question only the word balance is given, what it is? Favorable. If it is going to be unfavorable, they will give you clearly in the question. You don't have to worry. But only if the word balance is given, it means that it is just favorable balance. That's all. Simple steps to solve a BRS question. 4 steps. Step number 1, to find out what is the starting point. To find out if the question starts with favorable balance or unfavorable balance. Unfavorable balance can also be called as overdraft balance. Okay. Now, madam, I saw the question. I read the question. I understood that it is either favorable or unfavorable. What is step number 2? The step number 2 is very easy. You should fix an aim or target. Why, madam, aim or target? Since you have learnt in the plus and minus method, that is favorable balance ka you will take plus, unfavorable balance ka you will take minus. Whatever you are going to do will remain the same. That is how you people learnt. Now coming back to eliminate that particular method, but your study material follows both the methods. You can do plus minus, you can do this method also, aim or target. Okay, both will give you the same answer. Fine. Now I am following the aim or target method. In that, the step number 2 is to fix your aim or target. How to fix, madam? I told you very clearly, if you start with favorable balance, your aim should be in the opposite book. For example, favorable balance as per cash book starting point, it is there. So your aim will be in the opposite book, that is the passbook. If you start with favorable balance as per passbook, aim will be in the cash book. Unfavorable balance, if you are going to start, then the aim will be in the same book. If you start with cash book is the aim, passbook, if you start, passbook will be the aim. What is the use for fixing the aims or targets, madam? The particular point or why we are usually fixing the aims or targets very simple. Why? To solve the questions. We know that the differences in a BRS can arise due to three major factors. One is the timing difference. Two is the transactions happening at the bank. Three is the errors. Timing difference. Timing difference, there are two main types, or there are only two types of timing differences. The first one is check deposited but not cleared. Check deposited but not cleared, the result is cash book is more, passbook is less. Why? When I receive the check, I make an entry in the cash book on the debit side. That is why my cash book balance increases. But in my passbook, the amount is not yet credited. So passbook to that extent will be less. So check deposited means cash book is more, passbook is less. Check issued but not presented for payment, the second timing difference. For this, the effect is cash book is less, passbook is more. Why? When I issue check, I will immediately put an entry in the cash book credit side. Credit side means payment. Cash book reduces. But in the bank, your amount is debited or still? No. It will take some time to get debited. That is why it is a timing difference. Okay. The two major timing differences are these. Now, second subheading, bank transactions. That means there are few transactions which the bank does first. I don't know. Entries are not made in the cash book. So I don't know. That is why there is a difference. What could be such entries? The first thing is interest debited from your account. So when interest is debited from your account directly by the bank, passbook will be less, cash book will be more. Because in cash book you have not made any entry. You don't even know that the interest is debited. The same way, when interest is credited into your bank account, your passbook will be more. The moment interest gets credited, passbook increases, but cash book to that extent will be less only. Like this, we have also seen in the last illustrations that we did, any amount directly deposited into the bank, customer can deposit, government can give you a subsidy. उसका meaning क्या है? Government, any subsidy the government gives, it will go and sit in your bank account. So the bank balance, passbook balance will increase. And any particular way, if there is a debit, if the amount is taken, like for standing instructions, EMI कुछ pay करना है, electricity bills, insurance, or any other standing instructions you want to do to the bank, you will give a form. So every month the bank directly money will go from your account. So when the money goes, passbook balance will reduce, cash book balance will be more. Errors, the third main difference. Errors के लिए there are no examples. As and when you start reading the question, illustration 10 में we saw two errors coming there. So we studied what the error is, and then we understood because of the error whether cash book is more or cash book is less, passbook is more or passbook is less. And then we did the BRS question. What is the format we need to follow? In the books of whoever it is, the bank reconciliation statement, write full form. Don't use BRS. No, bank reconciliation statement as on a particular day. Please write the date. Particular column, amount column, inner column, outer column. This is the format. If you do correctly with the format with good presentation, you will get the full marks. Otherwise, you will lose marks. Okay, madam. Third step is clear. Now, after I take these differences, madam, after I take these differences, I will take the differences and either add or subtract in the question. What I will add? Based on the aim book, if my aim is going to increase, then add. If my aim is going to decrease, then subtract. That is the step number 3. Okay, madam. Now, final answer. That is step number 4. In step number 4, what should I do? Very easy. The last sentence will carry half a mark. What is the end wala, what is the sentence that you write is important. Madam, I start with one particular number and I arrive at a positive value. Then whatever balance you started, if it is favorable, here also will be favorable. But the books, if you start with cash book, you should write passbook. If you start with passbook, then you should write cash book. This don't confuse with your aim. Aim तो अलग है. Aim आप fix करते हो question को solve करने के लिए. But the end में जो आंसर आप लिखते हो, that is irrespective. Whatever is the starting point, the ending point should be opposite. But what if you get a negative answer? Negative answer मिला तो favorable balance बदल जाएगा unfavorable में. यानी unfavorable balance, if you have started and you got a negative answer, it will become favorable. So the balances will change. That is the only point that you have to remember. So, apart from doing the 5 things or 5 illustrations yesterday, my dear students, today the concept that we will be learning is one of the most important concept with in BRS, which can come for or which can come in the exam. It has already come, or you can have this. So it is nothing but preparation of adjusted cash book. What is it? Preparation of adjusted cash book. So what is the difference? What is this adjusted cash book concept, madam? When should we do? Okay, I'll come back to that particular thing. First, see adjusted cash book. So this is also okay. This is also BRS ka weightage is 10 marks. You will get solid 10 marks from BRS, nothing less. Okay. Sometimes you might get more also, but not less than 10 marks. Adjusted cash book. My dear students, till now we were doing a normal BRS question. But when they are going to ask you to prepare adjusted cash book, there will be one more step involved. What is that? Very simple. When adjusted cash book question comes, only preparation of BRS, that becomes step number 2. Now, step number 1, what happens is you have to prepare an account called as adjusted cash book. Till now, we did directly step number 2, correct? But now, madam is telling adjusted cash book question. If they are giving clearly in the question, they will mention it very clearly. Prepare an adjusted cash book, ascertain the cash balance, and then prepare the BRS. ऐसा question आया है, so only you have to prepare these two. Clear? Now, I will tell you the concept. Why adjusted cash book? We prepare BRS statement at the end of every month, correct? For us, financial year कब से कब तक है? 1st of April to 31st of March next year. So 12 months are there with us, correct? So 12 months के लिए, at the end of each month, I am preparing the BRS statement. Okay. Madam, 31st March of the year, closed. Closing date में जब when I already have closed the books, उसका meaning क्या है? Closed the books means I have already passed all the entries in the ledgers. I have transferred the balances to the trial balance. From trial balance, I have taken and I have put that in my balance sheet or into the P&L account. It means that it has already been balanced. You have closed the books. उसके बाद after closing the books you identify that there are few things, the cash balance or the cash account that you have prepared, which I mean that bank column का जो कुछ भी amount whatever you have received, that is not right. There are few transactions that I forgot. There are few mistakes I have made. So that particular bank column balance, what I arrived from my cash book, is wrong. So if you have closed the books and then found out that there are few mistakes, then you have to first prepare the adjusted cash book and then prepare the BRS. Madam, then in between the year, madam, suppose June end may I am preparing the BRS. Then also I am making mistakes, madam. I forgot the transactions. Okay, that is not year end, 31st March, no. In between the year, any month you prepare, no need to do adjusted cash book. Adjusted cash book will come only when you are closed the books, end of the year. Already books have been closed. I cannot do anything now. That is when, if you want to correct it, adjusted cash book will come into the picture. ये वाला theory आपको समझ में आना है. You need to understand the concept. Exam perspective में they will not test you on the concept. They themselves will give you prepare adjusted cash book. Then you need to do the adjusted cash book. Now, my dear students, what will go into the adjusted cash book? What will come into the BRS? We know that the differences are of 3 types. Timing differences, transactions that is done by the bank alone, errors. Now, these 3, where it will go. In the BRS, we will have the timing differences. That means, even if they're asking to prepare the adjusted cash book, if you get the timing difference, you should understand, okay, this is a timing difference. It will go to the BRS. Okay, the first heading, timing difference will go into the BRS only. Now, the second heading, transactions happened at the bank. What is that? Transactions happened at the bank. That will come in the adjusted cash book. Transactions happening at the bank. Why, madam? Because adjusted cash book, apart from the errors, it should also record or now pass the entries for the transactions that are happening at the bank. Interest debited, interest credited, any direct deposits into the bank account, any payments made directly from your bank account. All this अभी तक मेरे को पता नहीं है. But when I'm doing the adjusted cash book, I should definitely now make these entries in the adjusted cash book. That is the rule. So the second heading of the difference will come here. No, madam, what about the third heading, madam? Errors. Errors will come in both the places. But errors, what are happening? See, errors happening in the cash book will come in the adjusted cash book. The errors that are happening in the bank or errors that are committed by the bank will go into the BRS. That's all. Simple concept. It's the same old thing. Plus, minus, no. Aim, target, all of the steps will remain the same. But the only difference is that you're going to open one account before the adjusted cash book, post the entries into that also, and then prepare your BRS. Here also you are going to post the entries. Now, did you people understand? Adjusted cash book में जो transactions bank में होता है, what are the transactions you're doing in the bank, that will come. If you make any mistakes in the cash book में कुछ गलती किया है, wrongly post किया है, you have omitted to record and transaction, all of that will come in the adjusted cash book. Now, which will go to BRS? That timing difference and errors made by the bank. Now we are going to do a question and then you people are going to understand it very, very easily. What is the concept I am talking about? Okay. Now all of you please see, we are going ahead with the illustration number 5. On 30th September, the bank account of X, according to the bank column of the cash book, was overdrawn. Overdrawn ka meaning is what, ma? Unfavorable balance, correct? Unfavorable balance. Okay, unfavorable balance is there in the question. On the same date, the bank statement showed a credit balance of 20,758. Okay, madam, here two balances are given to me. After I finish the question, I should get the other balance. If you get the other balance, then your answer is correct. But in the in the examination, by default, they will not give you the other book's answer. Okay, you should only find out the other book's answer. Now there are 7 statements that you have to work on, and all of you please see. Show the appropriate rectifications required in the cash book to arrive at the correct balance as on 30th of September. Don't ask me, madam, why, madam, in between the year they're doing. If in the question they're asking you to do even in between the year, kar do, no problem. But for you, when you go outside and you want to know the concept, why, if somebody asks you why you are preparing adjusted cash book, then you should tell them at the end of the year all these concepts that I have taught you. Is that clear to everybody? That is very, very important for you. Why you are doing that, you should understand. Okay. Now, the next part they are asking is prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Clear, everybody? Prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So, the first thing, how is my format going to change? My format is going to change into two parts. Okay. The first thing is prepare the adjusted cash book. From the adjusted cash book, you will get the revised cash balance. That balance you will take and you will go and prepare the BRS. So step number 1, illustration number 5. In the books of Mr. X, the first I will prepare is the adjusted cash book. Adjusted cash book is an account, credit, debit. Now here I will write the bank reconciliation statement, BRS at, I will write, you people have to write fully. Okay. Particulars amount. Okay. Now we will read everything step by step. 7 transactions are there. Few will come in the adjusted cash book, few will go into this particular BRS statement. I want all of you to not raise your hands, not talk among yourselves, just listen to the class. If you listen itself, half the class is easy for you to understand. Okay, write down your doubts, I will take it in some time. Clear? Okay. Now the first thing we know that in the cash book, the balance is a overdraft balance. That means what? Now, very carefully, please listen to me. Cash account is a asset. What is cash account? Cash account or bank account, bank balance is your asset. Okay. So I am talking in minimum English. Okay. It is not a high level English also. All of you, please try to understand. If I'm going to take again in Hindi, there are people even from South India also. So I have to cater to both of them. Na? Thoda kuch adjust karo, please. You will be able to understand. I'm taking very slowly only. It is very easy. Point number one, madam, in the question, I have overdraft balance. Now, you people tell me, should I write that particular overdraft balance on the debit side or on the credit side? In account, where will I write the overdraft balance? In the account, where will I write the overdraft balance? Is it on the debit side or on the credit side? My dear students, correctly all of you have answered. It will be written. We should write overdraft balance on the credit side. By balance brought down. Why, madam? You should understand the concept. The bank balance is an asset for us. If it has a debit balance as closing balance, then you should write it in the debit side. Or if it says favorable balance, the meaning is you will write the balance in the debit side. If it says unfavorable balance, or if they use the word overdraft, आपको यहाँ पे credit side पे लिखना पड़ेगा the opening balance. Is this clear, everybody? Now we are going to read each and every transaction one by one. I want everybody of you to listen first. Okay. A check for 13 lakh and 14,000 deposited on 29 September was credited only on 3rd October. Now, my dear students, what is this? Is this a timing difference or what it is? I want you to first tell me. You should tell me what difference it is, where it will come. कहाँ पे आएगा? If it is a timing difference, where will it come? See this table. If it is a timing difference, it will go into the BRS. Is this clear? So now what I am going to do, see BRS mein now itself I don't know whether I should add or subtract, correct? In BRS, I don't know whether I should add or subtract. So just what I will be doing is, all of you please see, what I will be doing is very simple. I will just write here, check deposited but not cleared. That's all. I will write 13 lakh and 40,000, 14,000. इसको हम add करना है, subtract करना है. We'll come to that later because we need the starting point. No, अभी तक starting point नहीं मिला. When will we get the starting point? After we finish this account only, we will get the starting point to be put here. Now, when you are reading the transaction, उसको जैसा ही post कर दो. That's all. Whenever you're reading, just post it. Good. People were able to answer. I am happy. The next one. A payment by check for 16,000 has been entered twice in the cash book. Now, what is this? ये वाला entry क्या है? What is this? There is a payment made by check. Trupti, correct. वो error है. Which error? दो तरह का errors है ना यहाँ पे. You should tell me clearly. In your cash book, you have wrongly दो बार क्रेडिट किया है. You have credited it 2 times in your book. So this is, so everybody please listen. This is an error made in the cash book by the cashier. So now you should post this error where? Adjusted cash book. Now you people tell me, you have done a mistake. Cash book में already there is a mistake. Now to rectify the mistake, to correct the mistake, उसको सही बनाने के लिए what you will do? 2 times you have credited. एक time ही correct है. तो the second time credit you should now remove that. क्या करना है? To wrongly credited twice. दोबारा वो जो आपने क्रेडिट किया है दैट यू शुड डेबिट नाउ. वाई मैडम? प्लीज लिसन टू मी. 16,000 का चेक पेमेंट वन टाइम आई शुड हैव क्रेडिटेड. एक ही बार मेरे को क्रेडिट करना था. मैंने गलती से 2 times आई हैव क्रेडिटेड. तो इसका रेक्टिफिकेशन क्या है? आई हैव टू डेबिट इट वन टाइम बिकॉज वन क्रेडिट इज करेक्ट, द अदर क्रेडिट इज रॉन्ग. Is this clear, everybody? Now we go to the next point. On 29 September, the bank credited an amount of 1,17,400 received from customer of X, but the advice was not received by X until 1st of October. What is this transaction? Can somebody tell me what is this transaction? Customer has Yeah, definitely. Customer has credited the amount directly into the bank. Mansi, no, here it is a transaction that is happening directly in the bank. So transactions happening in the bank should now come in the adjusted cash book. Okay, everybody understood? It should come in the adjusted cash book. Why? Because any transaction that is happening at the bank directly, I did not make a record in the cash book. अभी उसका एंट्री बना दो. मैडम, which side should I write, madam? Passbook में when you are receiving the amount, it gets credited. I have told you, my dear students, when you receive an amount in your cash book, you are supposed to debit it. You need to debit it to customer of X account, that is 1,17,400. Clear, everybody? Why I am debiting it? It is a receipt. Already I have received in the bank. Now I am making an entry in my cash book. Simple. Very, very easy. Very good. Everybody is answering. I am happy. Now, bank charges amounting to 580 rupees not entered in the cash book. So this is a what? This is an example of again transactions done by the bank. Abhi, what kind of transaction? They are debiting, they are taking money from the bank, correct? So it will be by bank charges. So when you are making a payment, आपको credit करना पड़ेगा. It will be credit side. If you receive amount, debit. If you make a payment, credit it. Very, very simple. Clear, everybody? Any doubts? Now the next transaction, very, very easy. On 6th September, the bank credited 20,000 to X in error. Meaning क्या है? Bank has credited an amount to Mr. X, but the money is X money. No, mistake. So here the mistake is happening where? The mistake is happening where? The mistake is happening at the bank. So that errors made by the bank will come in your BRS. So now I will be writing amount credited to X in error. So the value of the amount is, I'm just writing, add karna hai, subtract karna hai, I still don't know. So just I will write and leave it. Okay, correct. Errors at the bank should go to the BRS. Errors in the cash book should be rectified in the adjusted cash book. Okay, everybody. Now the next point is, what is the next point? A bill of exchange 1,40,000 was discounted by X with his bank. This bill was dishonored but no entry has been made. So this is an example of discounting of the bill. Okay, uska meaning kya hai? What is bill discounting? All of you please see for 5 minutes. I will just explain this concept, then you will understand it better. Bills discounting का मतलब है जब आपको डेटार से पैसा आना है, when you are supposed to receive money from the debtors. Okay, you want money in you want money immediately, but the debtors का time कुछ और है. तो 31st October is the date when they are supposed to pay you the money. But आपको 15th October के लिए you need the money. तो what you can do? उसके पास जाके, किसके पास? कस्टमर के पास जाके you can make him sign on a bill of exchange. When he signs, वो bill बन जाता है trade receivable. No, not trade receivable, bills receivable. Okay. So with this bills receivable, what you can do? I will go to the bank and give the bills receivable to the bank. What will the bank do? The major income or one of the main source of income for a bank is from bills receivable discounting. Bill discounting, we call that. So what will happen is the bank will take the bill from you and it will give you money. So for example, bills receivable value is 10,000. Okay. I have gone to the bank. My bank has taken the bill. उसने दिया है 9,500. तो वो 500 rupees is the income for the bank. I should receive 10,000, no. But since I want the money, I am ready. Okay, 10,000 नहीं मिल रहा है, 9,500 is coming. So okay, go. I will get the money immediately. Now what will the bank do? Bank के पास जो bill receivable लिया है, on 31st of October, it will go to the customer and it will say, boss, your bills receivable is here. Give me 10,000 rupees. And the customer will pay to the bank. Clear this concept is? This is the concept of bills receivable. Now, madam, in this transaction, they are talking about dishonor, madam. Uska meaning kya hai, madam? First, I received money from the bank, correct? Now, when the bank goes to the customer, he's supposed to give money, no? If he does not give money, that is the concept of dishonor. Okay? तो बैंक को उसका पैसा नहीं मिला. Who has to give the money? Now you tell me. Customer failed to give the money. Already bank has given you money. Now who should pay the bank back? You tell me. Who should pay the bank back? Use your logic and tell me. We should only pay the bank back because I only took the money. Correct? No. So that is why whenever there is a dishonor in the question, whenever there is a dishonor in the question, you should immediately remember passbook mein there is a debit. That means from your account money has been taken by the bank. डिसऑनर का मतलब ये है कि बैंक आपके अकाउंट से मनी लिया है, ऑलरेडी डेबिट हुआ है. ओके, नाउ दिस ट्रांजैक्शंस दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, दैट कस्टमर डिड नॉट पे, सो एक्स अकाउंट में पैसा ले लिया है. So it is a very good Jeevan transaction happening at the bank. That means what? Money is being taken. So money is being taken, it will come to the adjusted by bills receivable dishonored. Bills receivable dishonored will come in the adjusted cash book, which is 1,40,000. Clear, everybody? Now, the last transaction that we are going to see, Sayali, ma'am, what is discounted X? What is bills receivable discounted or bills discounted? That is what अभी तो मैंने बताया ना. Bills discounted means bank is giving you money. Okay. The last, all of you please see, checks issued but not presented for payment. So what it is? Check issued but not presented for payment is nothing but your timing difference. Okay. So it will come here. Checks issued but not presented for payment. It comes to very good Jeevan. It comes to 13 lakh and 26,000. Clear, everybody? The sixth entry, I am explaining it again, Neha. Please listen. Bills receivable यानी चेक डिसऑनर्ड हो गया है, उसका इफेक्ट क्या है? ये वाला बात, it is transactions at the bank. So the first classification is when a bills receivable is dishonored or a check is dishonored, it will first come to know by the bank only. The bank will get the information. Now what will they do? तब चेक डिसऑनर हो गया, बिल्स रिसीवेबल डिसऑनर हो गया, कस्टमर ने पेमेंट नहीं किया, तो किसके अकाउंट में वो इफेक्ट आएगा? आपके अकाउंट में. दे विल टेक द मनी फ्रॉम योर अकाउंट. तो आपका बैंक स्टेटमेंट में वो अमाउंट will be reduced. It would have been debited and taken from your account. So now when you're preparing adjusted cash book, you need to credit it. Okay. Can we balance it now? 1,40,400, 642. Correct? 144, 642. Now, can you subtract and tell me? So this side you are getting the balance carried down. The balancing figure. Kitna hai? How much is this? 11,242. Ujjwal, good. Kritika, good. Mansi, but good. I want everybody of you to answer. It's very easy, no? Just take your calculators. Jeevan, good. Tripti, good. Others? Neha, good. Ronit Shaw, good. Sadineni Vardhan, good. Anish Kumar, Shivangi, Prayush, Srivastav Ravi, Tia. Hi, Tia. Okay, so now everything we have arrived. First, we finished this. Mahak, all of you, good. My dear students, whenever you are balancing a ledger, the first thing or the right thing to do is after you balance, okay, okay. Shivani, okay, I understood. No, please listen. Coming back, whenever you're balancing, no, bring it to the opposite side by balance brought down. That means whichever side you are getting the closing balance, to understand if it is favorable or unfavorable balance, don't have it this side. Please bring it to the opposite side. This means that actually 11,242 is a credit balance. Credit balance in the cash book means a unfavorable balance. So my starting point is now unfavorable balance as per the cash book. Kitna hai amount? 11,242. How are you telling unfavorable, madam? Because after doing this balancing, I have brought it to the opposite side. If you don't do this, no, if you don't bring it to the opposite side, many times you will make a mistake. You will tell, madam, closing balance debit side mein hai. So it is a favorable balance. What you are writing? No, no, no. After you're balancing, after you close it, after you get the balancing figure, post it to the opposite side. Only then you will understand it is correct or not. Okay. Now please come to the BRS statement, my dear students. Okay. Please see the BRS statement. Now, unfavorable balance as per cash book. Aim kaha hona hai? Where should your aim be? When it is unfavorable as per cash book, where should your aim be? Unfavorable balance means same book. Your aim will also be in the cash book. Good, Bindya. Good. Now, please tell me. Check deposited but not cleared. You should add or subtract. Check deposited but not cleared. You should add. Very good. Okay, this you are going to add. Now, all of you, please see the next one. Check one more amount is credited to Mr. X account in error. Bank wala ne error kiya hai. What did he do? He by mistakenly credited Mr. X account. That is a mistake. So, when you are crediting, you are receiving money, your bank balance will increase. Correct? But what will happen to your cash book balance? My dear Alicia, what will happen to your cash book balance? Bank balance will increase, but cash book balance will be less. So you are supposed to subtract. Madam, when amount is directly credited in your bank balance increase, madam, cash book will be less. Now aim is in the cash book. If cash book is less, subtracted. Now, yeah. Now check issued but not presented. Very easy, madam. Subtract it, madam. Why are you asking so many times? Yes, everybody. So the total addition value is 13 lakh and 14,000. Total subtraction value is 36 lakh, 13 lakh and 46,000. Can somebody tell me the final answer? What is the final answer? What is the final answer? The final answer is coming in negative 20,758. Negative means what is the meaning? You told me, madam, negative means this balance will change. So it will become favorable balance as per which book? I started with cash book, madam. Abhi passbook में ending आ जाएगा. That's it. That is already given to you in the question. That's it, ma. This is a complete question of how you will be doing an adjusted cash book and then you will be doing the BRS statement. As simple as this. Do you people have any doubts? Just 1 minute. I will be doing the illustration number 8. Illustration number 6 is your homework. You people have to do the illustration number 6. Ayyappan, please don't raise your hand, okay? I will take your doubts, no problem. Mr. Akshit, good morning. You have to please wait until we finish taking every doubts one by one. Okay? Good. Add less. If your people have understood, I'm very happy, no problem. You can start doing the illustration number 8. Ayyappan, ma'am, once again explain overdrawn to the extent. Ayyappan, the meaning is if there is an overdrawn balance, uska meaning it is very simple. It is a overdraft balance. Overdraft is unfavorable. In adjusted cash book, it will come on to the credit side. That's all. Overdraft means you have taken a loan from the bank. So, uska meaning hai it is unfavorable. If it is unfavorable, then you should write it in the credit side or the starting point of BRS, you should be careful. Okay. Everybody very interactive, good people. Khalid, Tanya. From the last class, I can see more people have joined, right? That's nice. Anjali Yadav, yes, you can do like me, no problem. Ajay Sakpal. Ajay, I have just opened one account, adjusted cash book account open kiya hai, and the other one is your BRS account, okay? Okay. Tripti Mohanty, good. If you're answering okay, I want the others, whoever has finished understanding this, please do your next question. Sarla Devi, good. You are also answering. Mubarak, Bindya Binu, please start doing illustration number 8. Sejal Vishwakarma, I will give you time. You can then ask your doubt. Please don't raise your hands. Put it in the chat box. Tia, good if you have understood. The others, everybody please start doing illustration number 8. Illustration number 8 mein na, if you see in your textbook, they would have solved the same question, normal BRS in the method and with an adjusted cash book. दोनों methods करने से भी आपको same answer will come. My dear students, please listen carefully. If you are doing a normal BRS question also, or you are opening an adjusted cash book question also, you will be getting the same answer. Answer में कुछ difference नहीं आएगा. But the method you are doing will differ. That is okay. The method that you are doing will differ. That is okay, no? But otherwise, everything will be the same. I mean, the final answer will be the same. Mansi, but in exam, will this type of question be asked? Of course. No, you're asking me this type only will be asked. No, I cannot guarantee that. But this type also can come. Vasundhara Maurya, WhatsApp link. I think some Telegram link they have sent. Sayali Sanap, you understood? Good. Neha, great. I want everybody to start working out the illustration number 8. Priyankshu, good. I can see new names who are answering. Ritik Kumar, hi, good. You have understood. Alfia Taslim. Harpreet Kaur, screenshot you will take. Harpreet, good. Take the screenshot. I will just. Raj Mandal, क्या बताई जाएगा in the exam that even I don't know. I am not setting your paper, but ऐसा भी you can even get the question of your adjusted cash book also. Okay, but if they want you to prepare adjusted cash book, उसका information clearly दिया जाएगा question पे, that whether you have to you have to prepare it or not. Understood, Atyant? Okay, I think I've taken all your queries here. Khalid, oh, first class में 200 nearly. Not my first class. My first class में it was, yeah, first class. Mine was, I think, some 50 people came. Today I have 75 people attending. Good. Okay, this is okay. Can we go with the illustration number 8? Everybody, illustration number 8. So this illustration number 8, even if you do in the normal way also, or you do it in the BRS way also, I mean adjusted cash book way also, you will and have to get the same answer. So where is that you people are getting stuck? Definitely it will be easy only, but you people have to try doing it. Without even trying to do something, if you say, ma'am, not coming, it will not come only. Okay. So we will finish this particular question, illustration number 8. Just give me 2 minutes and reminding people you start doing it. All the others prepare adjusted cash book in the books of adjusted cash book. Okay. And then BRS statement. Sixth question or illustration is a homework. That's very easy, like fifth only. So please do the sixth question. It will be very, very easy. We'll do the eighth question. All of you, illustration number 8. Seventh we tried yesterday. Sixth you have to go back and do. Okay. The cash book of Mr. Gadbadwala shows 8,34,400 as balance at the bank as at 31st December. But you find that it does not agree with the balance as per the passbook. On scrutiny, you find the following discrepancies. Okay. So here, since I know that it is an adjusted cash book, I will directly go to prepare. First, I will write the format in the books of Mr. Gadbadwala. Adjusted cash book. Okay. And then the step 2 is the BRS statement as at 31st December 2022. So we have the particulars, amount in rupees, amount in rupees. Now, the first point is the 8,36,400 is just given as balance at the bank. That means in the cash book, in the bank column, you have 8,36,400. It is just given as balance. So, ये वाला बन जाएगा favorable balance. Favorable balance, which side will you write? I just now told you favorable balance will come on to the debit side. Overdrawn is given to you in the question. Overdraft is given to you question. Credit में आएगा. If only the word balance is given, it means it is a favorable balance. Clear? Now we go to the next, or we are going to read the discrepancies. Very, very important. Everybody, please listen. Okay, how many discrepancies are there? I think 10 or 7 only. Okay. On 15th December, the payment side of the cash book was undercast by 10,000. तो ये वाला क्या है? The first thing is, or the first adjustment is, what is the thing? It is what? Where will it come? Under the 4 classifications: timing difference, transactions at the bank, errors in the cash book, errors in the bank book. Which category will these with this particular thing come? There is a error in the cash book. So where I have to take it to? I should take it to the adjusted cash book. Now you tell me what I should do. Please listen to me carefully. Undercasting, overcasting. Undercasting means it is less. Overcasting means you have done it or you have already increased. Overcast is more, undercast is less. Whenever you have an undercasting error, for example, now the error is payment side of the cash book is less. Payment side of the cash book is less. Whenever there is an undercasting error, to rectify on the same side, you should post the entry. So it will be by undercasting error. You should post 10,000 on the credit side only because undercasting means it is already less. Now to increase, you have to post it on the same side. Please remember, if it is a overcasting mistake, then what should you do? If they say there is a overcasting error on the payment side, overcasting means opposite side you should take. Already payment side is more, but now you should reduce it, so take it to the opposite side. Did you all understand clearly? Even in rectification of errors, this is the principle. Undercasting error is there, same side of the account you should post. Overcasting error is there, opposite side you should post. Now the second entry, everybody, a check for 1,31,000 issued was not taken in the bank column. That means what? They were preparing a three columnar cash book. In that, when check is being issued, you should record it in the bank column. But they forgot. They did not record it in the bank column. Omit kar diya. So this is a transaction of mistake in the cash book. They did not pass the entry. Now you pass the entry, no? By payment. To whom? Check issued only. By check issued. The amount is 1,31,000. The moment you see check issued, you should not say BRS. No. Check issued but omitted. That means it's an error in the cash book. You should read it fully. Priyanshu, very good. If you have finished the question already, I am very happy. You have understood it well. One deposit of 1,50,000 was recorded in the cash book as if there is no bank column. Here, what is happening? Like the check issued was forgotten, you received a deposit. That is also forgotten. Radhika, very good. That is also forgotten in the cash book. You have wrongly taken it into the cash column. अभी उसका rectify कर दो भैया कैसे करेंगे to deposit of how much is the value? 1,50,000 will come to my deposit side, madam, because I forgot to write it. Okay, no problem. Now write it. Everything, all the three entries have come only in the book. Okay, let us see if anything will go into the BRS. Now, all of you, please see. On 18th December, the debit balance of 15,260 on the previous day was brought forward as the credit balance in the cash book. क्या हो गया है? What has happened? The debit balance which was there on the debit side, when you are turning the page next day, instead of putting that on the debit side, you put it on the credit side. तो अभी क्या हो गया है? 15,260 wrongly has been credited. तो अभी आपको rectify करना है. You should rectify it. How will you rectify? If the amount is posted on the wrong side, which means instead of debit, it is credited, or instead of credit, it is debited. Sides का गलती हुआ है. Amount should be doubled. That is the thumb rule. Even in rectification of errors, you would have learnt amount should be doubled. So abhi mistake has happened in the credit side. So to rectify that, now you will have to debit it to error of carrying forward. Correct? So 15,260 into 2, 30,520 is the amount. Madam, wrongly I've credited. So now debit it. What is the problem? It's okay, no? Clear, everybody? Do you have any doubts with this particular entry? This is the most, in everything or all the seven transactions, this feels a little difficult, but actually it is easy. Whenever you do a mistakes on the sides, posting debit becomes credit, credit becomes debit, amount multiply by 2. Post it on the correct side. That's all. If you omit, then amount will be only one time. If you make a mistake in the sides, amount will be 2. Now, all of you, please see of the total checks amounting to 11,514 drawn in the last week of December, checks aggregating to 7,815 were encashed in December. Madam, kya words hai? All of them are new words, madam. Drawn means what, madam? Check drawn means check issued but not presented. Total value is 11,514, out of which 7,815 already presented. So this is like our illustration number 3. Total checks given minus checks not presented. We did no same thing. So timing difference, it will go to the BRS. Checks issued, checks drawn means checks issued but not presented. 11,514 minus 7,815. 11,514. So 3699 will be here in the BRS. Now, whether to add or subtract, we will see that later. But this is a BRS item. All of you, please see dividends of 25,000 collected by the bank and just a minute. Dividend of 25,000 collected by the bank and subscription paid by the bank. Okay. Dividends collected by the bank and subscription paid by the bank will be, they are transactions at the bank. Correct. So dividend is collected. So it means that two dividend collected 25,000 by subscription paid 1,000. Clear? Just a minute. Now the last one is everybody. The last one is one outgoing check of 3,50,000 was recorded twice in the cash book. Outgoing check ka matlab or me, what is the meaning of outgoing check? Check is being issued. But one time you have to record, two times you have recorded. Okay, so now what will you do? When you are doing an error, this is an error in the cash book. Correct. Check is issued, but the error is done in the cash book. So now you have to take it to the cash book only. So what you will do, two times you have credited. So to wrongly posted twice, which is 3,50,000. Clear? Everything did we post? Any doubts? Can somebody tell me what is the balancing figure? Which side it is coming balancing figure? Obviously it will come this side only. What is the balancing figure? Anybody? What is the amount? 12,49,920. 12,49,920. My dear students, I told take it to the opposite side and write it. Okay. Okay. So now coming back, 12,49,920 coming to the opposite side. So it will be favorable balance when it comes to the opposite side. It is a debit balance. Favorable balance as per cash book is the starting point. 12,049,920. 12,49,920. Now, when you have favorable, your aim will be in the opposite book, which is the pass book. So, iske hisab se check issued but not passed should be added. Correct? It should be added 3699. So, the final answer will be favorable balance as per pass book. What is the answer? Twelve lakh 53,619. That's all. Neha, you just tell me what is the entry that I have to tell or explain to you only that particular part. Doing the entire question again in the normal BRS will be difficult. Normal BRS में ना you start from this, okay? Favorable balance as per cash book. आपका aim बन जाता है passbook में. This is not going to change. This is same, okay? This one transaction I've explained. The other transactions, okay? The other transactions wherever there are mistakes in the cash book, उसको आप rectify मत करो. Just read that error. So due to that error, cash book is more or less. Then see your aim, passbook. Accordingly, add or subtract. Clear, everybody? Yes. Tripti, I explained that fourth adjustment, no? Is that okay? Okay. Now this illustration number 6, I want you people to try. That will be easy. See, business can do normal BRS also. Okay. Whoever has asked that, they can do the normal BRS also. But so the point is, it will be there. Normally also you can do. Okay. But if adjusted cash book at the end of the year, it will be asked, or end of the year if they are going to close, then they should prepare adjusted cash book. In the exam they will ask you clearly, they will tell you you are supposed to do that. Okay. Sayali, point number 5 you want me to explain? Okay, so what is that point number 5? I will just check. Point number 5 is very easy, no? This is check issue, totally 11,514, out of which 7,815 were already presented for payment. So we are talking about, or BRS में कब आएगा? Only when it is not presented for payment. So 11,514 में 7,815 already presented. Remaining whatever amount is there, that is the reason. That is why, or that is the reason for not getting presented, or it is not presented. So that 3,699 is the reason for difference. That's all, as simple as that. It is the reason for difference. Clear? Now the second one, uh, Neha had asked me. The check for 1,31,000 issued was not taken in the bank column. तो payment का entry आपने record नहीं किया है. तो cash book to that extent will be more. Passbook to that extent will be less. If you are doing a direct BRS question, you have to subtract this 1,31,000. Is that clear? So with this, we have covered all the concepts there is. Yes, Mubarak, correct. Mubarak, I was just teaching Neha. She was asking me to do a normal thing. Okay. So Ritik, okay. Ritik, you want me to do the ninth question? Okay. All of you, please see that is one particular question or one particular concept that if you understand, it will be check drawn means check issued. Correct. Check drawn is check issued. Ma'am is following correct if because transaction balance in name book increase then add. Yes, Suraj Sachdev. See, Mahak, in the textbook, not closed, if they are giving or not giving, here you can do the normal BRS only. What you said is right. But in the exam, they will definitely ask, they will definitely tell you clearly whether it is done or not done. Okay. Now, all of you, please see the other type of question that can come or rarely it has been asked in your exam is your illustration number 9 and illustration number 11. Okay. Usme kya hai na? The thing is, they have not given you the adjustments like in the form of a question. They have given you cash book. They have given you passbook. So real life में आप जब audit करने के लिए when you go out to do the audit in the companies, there also nobody will give you questions like this. They will not give you directly. They will not say check issued, not cleared, check deposited, not cleared. No. You have to find out what is what. So, illustration number 9 and illustration number 11 actually give you the practical question. Okay? Yes, Anish, this question is done in discrepancies meaning differences, scrutiny meaning checking. You're asking me even the English doubts, sir. Oh my God. All of you, please see here. The following are the cash book, bank column, passbook of Jane for the months of March and April. तो cash book का balance हमको मिला है March month का. And my dear students, this is actually broken. It will come into the next page. Okay. So the balance is 3,13,000. But my dear students, April, May, the starting balance in the passbook is 3,65,000. So 3,13,000 is given, but 3,65,000. So there is a difference in the bank book and in the cash book. So iske liye you have to find out what are the differences. Okay, you have to find out what are the differences. So madam, how will we find out? Please tell us the logic. Very, very simple. All of you, please concentrate. All of you, please concentrate. When you are getting the books like this directly, okay? When you are getting the books like this directly, the first thing you should check whether they are given to you in the same months or not. That means if March month cash book is given, see bank passbook is also given for March or not. Okay? So they can be given in the same months or they can be given in the subsequent months. Like cash book can be the first month, March month, and then you can have the next month, May, you can have the bank passbook also. So they can give you both the books in the same month or both the books in the different month. Okay? All of you please see here. So what will happen if both the books are given in the same month? My dear students, if both the books are given, wait, I will teach both the concepts. If both the books are given, for example, cash book is given in the month of March and passbook is also given for the month of March. Okay. Now, my dear students, whatever I write, X check here, Y, Z, A, B, C. So I am writing few particular checks have been given. Correct? Now, the amounts, these are the checks received. But during the month of March, on the credit side, I only find X check is there, Z check is there, B check is there, C check is there. So now when I compare these two sides, X is there. Okay, over. Y, is it there? No. So the meaning is Y is check you have deposited, but not cleared. This is I will give you Granth Sharma. Please wait. Listen to what I'm teaching now. So that is a idea. That is a BRS item. क्या कैसा है वो check deposited है. How did you write, madam? On the debit side means check received. Then only I will deposit. No. So debit side में जो कुछ भी आएगा वो होता है check deposited but not cleared. Okay. Now Z का yes. Here also it is there. Here also it is there. That means Z वाला check I have deposited. Bank में भी credit आ गया है. Now ये A's check is it here? No. So Y and A, these both amounts are the reason for difference. B is there, B and C is there. Did you understand everybody? So if it is the same month, what you should do? You should see what are the names coming on the debit side and check if the names are not in the bank passbook. Those items will become the areas for rectification. यहाँ पे है but यहाँ पे नहीं है. That kind of items you need to pick because it is in the same month of March. Clear? The same thing goes with the credit side also. Yahan pe you have 5 people coming, but on the debit side, only 3 people are there. So whatever names are not there, I have to take them as the what? Either check issued but not presented for payment as the reasons for difference. Is wala question pe, these types of questions, maximum you will have only related to your what? Check deposited but not cleared, check issued but not presented. Now, madam, you tell me if it is given in the subsequent months, what will happen? Now, you tell me, anybody think and tell me. Now, subsequent months, this is April. March, I have XYZ ABC. April, May, XZBC is coming. So now, which will be the check deposited but not cleared? You tell me. The meaning is these people came only in April. That means what? When I am preparing the BRS statement for the month of March, closing me when I am preparing the statement, these people did not come in the question. That means the checks got deposited only at a later date. So now the question flips. The question changes. Whatever, whatever is there here, whatever is there, or what are the people whose names have come in the subsequent month, they will become the causes for difference. Why, madam? Because Y and A's check March में ही हो गया. That is over. Because you don't have information about them. So it is assumed March में ही bank passbook में reflect हो गया. So these two gone. But these remaining people, their checks got deposited only in April. तो मैं मार्च के लिए BRS तब प्रिपेयर करती हूँ. तो here X, Z, B, C, all the 4 amounts, I will take it as causes for difference. Simple. When in the same month, what is not there commonly, pick them and write. If it is subsequent month, whatever is available here, they will come into the picture. That's all. Very simple, yeah. This is logic. You need not even do anything. What we are trying to understand is the same thing, no? Now you people understood, no? Now we are going to see subsequent month ka. So subsequent month ka, what is the rule? Whatever is there in the passbook, the next month, all of that you should bring it into the question. Okay, so directly here, preparation of the BRS statement. So my dear students, all of you please see. Now let me compare. I will go up and down and come again and again. Okay, balance brought down. ये वाला sales है, इसका कोई effect नहीं है. So on the debit side you have Ram, you have single, and then Ram single और कौन कौन सा names है? गोयल है, पटेल है. Okay, राम सिंगल गोयल पटेल. Now all of you please see debit में क्या आ गया है? नरेश, रमेश and oh sorry, there I have to no when I'm seeing the debit side I should see here, no? So Goyal Patel. So the amounts have been credited. Usha, Kalpana, that we are not bothered. So what is appearing? Same wala names कौन है? गोयल का पटेल का चेक, ये दोनों वाला चेक has gone to the next month. So the common names pick up गोयल and पटेल. तो ये बन जाता है आपका check deposited but not credited. 98,000 is nothing but गोयल and पटेल. 33,000 plus 65,000, 98,000 का check deposited है. The same way come to the credit side. Same way come to the credit side. किसका नाम है यहाँ पे? मोडी, पटेल, सुरेश एंड रमेश. तो यहाँ पे डेबिट साइड पे यू हैव नरेश नहीं है, रमेश है. ओके, एंड देन एनीबडी एल्स? नो. तो ओनली रमेश नेम इज अपियरिंग कॉमनली. तो रमेश का चेक इज इश्यूड बट नॉट presented for payment. That's all. So you can start with any balance, but here preferably they have taken balance as per the cash book. Clear? So with this, we come to an end. The BRS chapter is over. I want you people to go back and try the remaining questions. Kitna hai remaining questions? Kuch bhi nahi hai. Everything we solved. Illustration number 6. Illustration number 1. It is completely theory, conceptual. Ab jaise I have taught you the illustration number 9, no? The same way it is there. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. So it is quite easy. Please try. Illustration 1, you can just read and leave it. But illustration 6, I want you people to try it compulsorily. Okay. Illustration 9, try karne ke baad, you can also try the illustration 11. Illustration 11 में same months is been given to you in the books. Same months is been given to you in the books. तो क्या करना है? Remember this example. Very, very simple example. Okay. So if in the same months, then see what are the names which is not appearing. Okay. What are the names that is not appearing? If it is subsequent months, then it will be there. Subsequent months, mahak subsequent months में क्या ना names that are appearing. So cash book में debit side में जो नाम आ रहा है, if the same names are appearing in the passbook in the subsequent month, they will become the reason for difference. कॉमन नेम्स जो है वो बन जाएगा आपका रीजन फॉर डिफरेंस. सेम मंथ्स में जो नेम्स आर नॉट अपियरिंग विच आर नॉट कॉमन, यहाँ पे है बट यहाँ पे नहीं है, वैसा नेम्स you have to pick it up. Is this clear, everybody? So with this, we come to an end of the BRS. Let me just take that MCQ questions, okay? I want you people to answer, and then we will do a little bit of inventory class today. All of you okay? So we will be starting with the inventory class. I'm just seeing that doubts. 2 minutes. Telegram ka link Ajit has posted. Please check the. How much time should you take for a BRS question? Just 10 minutes. 10 marks, 10 minutes. If you keep preparing, it will become very easy. Advice not received. Tanya Sharma, advice not received ka matlab hai, what is the meaning is that the cashier, the person who is preparing the cash book is not aware of it. That's all. Neha, you have understood that particular thing which I told? Okay. Ragul, very good. Today you understood the class? It's in English only, no? So we will be starting with chapter 4 inventory, but before that, I will just take a break for say 2 minutes. 12:18 is the time. So just 4 minutes I'll take break and then I will come back. Okay. So between that particular time, just see your BRS. We will do the MCQ questions of BRS and then we will go and start with inventory. How much marks would be like in the illustration number 9? We never know, Mansi. It can come for, don't try to omit it, okay? If you find a concept that's a little bit different from whatever it is, no, Aishwarya Gupta. Thank you. Thank you for liking my class. If you understand, that's more than sufficient. Don't try to omit anything, okay? BRS one of the easiest chapter, but you have to do. Check sent for collection means it is nothing but like your check deposited. It's like bills receivable sent for collection. Okay? Everything is clear. I am happy. I also want a break. You people are going on like asking something. No. Okay, let's take a break. Okay. Can CA be replaced by AI? Rahul, why is that you want to complicate your life? Everything will be replaced by AI. Okay. So I've given break also. I'm back also. Now we are going to see the multiple choice questions. I want everybody of you to concentrate on the screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, Ujjwal, if you're understanding, okay. If you're not, then let me know. Aishwarya Gupta, thanks. You have to practice definitely, no? Everything will be understood in the class, but when you go back and practice only, you will know what it is. Okay. Now, the point number one. When the balance as per cash book is the starting point, just balance is given to you, then it will be called as favorable. Okay. So, favorable balance as per the cash book is the starting point. Your aim should be in the opposite book, that is pass book. Okay. Now, direct deposits by customers should be what? You tell me. It should be added or subtracted. What will happen? It should be added or subtracted. Direct deposit by the customer should be added. Very good. Because your aim is in the passbook, any direct deposits made should be added. Perfect. Now the next question. You should make it very easy for me also. A debit balance in the cash book will be shown as the debit balance of the cash book will be equal to the debit balance of the bank statement, credit balance of the bank statement, overdrawn balance. So the debit side of the cash book will be equal to the credit side of the passbook. The option is B. Very good. Everybody of you have answered it. Now we come to the next point. Just a minute. I will read the question and then I will come back to the main screen and then I will tell your answer. Then you post the answer. Okay. When balance as per passbook is the starting point, that means favorable balance as per the passbook. So your aim should be in the cash book. Interest allowed by the bank. What is the meaning of allowed? Interest credited by the bank. All of you, please see your balance as per passbook. That means favorable balance as per passbook is the starting point. So your aim will be in which book? Your aim will be in the cash book. Interest, if it is credited, your passbook balance increases, but cash book balance is less. No. You should subtract it. Yes, you should subtract it. Correct. B is the option. Very good. Next one. A bank reconciliation statement is prepared with the help of a bank statement and bank column of cash book, bank statement and cash column of the cash book, bank column of the cash column of the cash book. What is the answer? A. A BRS statement is prepared with the bank statement and the bank column of the cash book. That is the basic. You should not have any doubts with that. Okay. Now, please come to the fifth question. Okay, fifth one is, we'll work that out. Just give me some time. When drawing up a BRS, if you start with debit balance as per bank statement, that means what? Debit balance of your passbook is nothing but an unfavorable balance. So, the aim will be in the same book in your passbook only. Okay. Now, unpresented checks. What is unpresented checks? Here only you will have a problem. Check issued but not presented. What is that? Check issued but not presented. So now you tell me what you should do. Aim is in the passbook. Check issued but not presented. You have to add. Clear? You have to add because check issued, your passbook will be more, cash book to that extent will be less. Very good, people. Now the next question, seventh question. When drawing up a BRS, if you start with debit balance, again the same thing. Debit balance as per the bank statement. That means passbook made debit balance is an unfavorable balance. So your aim also will remain in the passbook only. Okay. What you should add, he's asking. So check issued but not presented. Yes, I will add. Bills receivable directly collected by the bank. Direct deposit in the bank. So passbook will be more. Yes, I will add. Overcasting of the debit side of the bank account in the Cash book. No, when you do overcasting of the debit side, cash book is more, passbook is less. Your aim is in the passbook, so that will be subtracted. So only 1 and 2 you are going to add. Clear, everybody? 1 and 2 you are going to add. Everybody got that answer? Any doubts? Now there is only one point that we have to see, which is that particular question there. Correct? Can you all start seeing that illustration? Not that illustration. Question number 5, I will just show it to you. I want you people to start working out. This is 1 mark question. Okay. The cash book showed an overdraft. Okay. Now overdraft ka meaning hai unfavorable balance. So your aim should remain in the same book. So abhi 1,50,000 you are going to write. Next step. But the passbook made up to the same date showed that checks of 10,000, 5,000, 12,500 has not been presented for payment. That means 27,500 is check issued but not presented. So what should you do? You have to subtract it because check issued cash book will be less. Aim is in the cash book, subtracted. And check of 4,000 paid into the account, not cleared. Paid into the account is check deposited but not cleared. What is it? Check deposited but not cleared. So add 4,000. What is the final answer? 1,50,000 minus 27,500 plus 4,000. Kritika Ja, good. 1,26,500 is the answer. What is that? 1,26,500 is the answer. Yep. With this, we have completed the BRS completely. And now we go on to the next and the most important, one of the most important chapters. Sometimes you can get a 5-mark question from this, or sometimes you can get a 10-mark question from inventories. So what is inventory? Today we will be solving max to max 2 questions from this particular chapter. You have 11 illustrations in this question, in this chapter. Okay, so I will try to solve 3 illustrations today. Half an hour we have. Easily we can solve them. Okay, everybody with me? What is inventory? First question. What is inventory? So inventory is that stock the business deals with as a part of its own trading or its own business. For example, let me tell you, I am a stationery trader. What is my business? I am trading in stationery. Stationery ka matlab hai pencils, pens, chalk piece, sketch pens, all of this, markers, all of this. So when I purchase markers for my business, that is nothing but my inventory. But for my shop, I purchase a AC. Is AC an inventory? Is AC an inventory for me? Stationary trader, will AC be my inventory? So the first thing you need to understand, what is inventory, what is not an inventory. Inventory are the goods that the business or the trader deals with. It is not a fixed asset. So fixed asset is a capital item, whereas your goods is a revenue item. Very good. Everybody told me. You already know everything. For me, nothing to explain. So in case of an inventory, we can have 2 different types of businesses. The first one is manufacturing business, and the next one is a trading business. In manufacturing, what happens? I get the materials, I do some process, and then convert the material into the final product. Lot of things are involved. So here, inventory is maintained in stages. For example, I want to manufacture a cotton shirt. What do? I get the cotton yarn. Okay, because when I have to prepare some cotton shirt, the fabric I have to purchase is cotton yarn or the fabric, I get it. I then what I do, I put it into the machinery. I dye it. I put the color for that fabric. I cut it into the shape that I want. I do everything. Then I put it into the machinery and then I bring it into this kind of a shirt. So this is called as my finished goods. Whereas I got the basic fabric, no, that is called my raw material. मैडम इस शर्ट के लिए the sleeves are not stitched madam but the shirt is ready, so it is in between, it is not a finished product, it is not a raw material, so this is called as work in progress or stock in process. Still processing has to be done for it to become the final product. Okay, so the three types are raw material, work in process and finished goods. After doing these three, for the finished goods to go into the market, I should pack it properly. So my packing material like carton boxes, plastic boxes, and whatever kind of covers, whatever you use, they will also form a part of your inventory only. And then, my dear students, stocks and spares. For manufacturing this shirt, I have a machinery. Machinery ka nut bolt gir gaya. So what is happening now? I am going into my stores and spares. I will get the materials from there and I will fix it into the machinery. Now comes the question, madam. Nuts and bolts going to the machinery, which you use it with the machinery, ये होता है fixed assets का. Then, madam, what are you trying to tell me? Does this become part of inventory? My dear students, the part of inventory or the nuts and bolts will be a part of inventory provided there is one condition. If that nuts and bolts can be used for all machineries together, that means machinery A, B, C, D is there. All four machineries, I can use the same nuts and bolts. Then it is inventory, madam. But machinery A के लिए कुछ अलग सा, I want a specific type of a spare part which will be attached only with machinery A. इसको मैं B, C, D के साथ I cannot use. Then that kind of specific spare parts will become a part of fixed asset. Only those spare parts which can be used commonly with everything will form a part of your trading stock or your inventory. Clear, everybody? Manufacturing business may raw materials, work in process WIP, finished goods. With that, you have the packing material, and then you have the stores and spares. But stores and spares ke liye you should remember clearly that those spares and stores which can be commonly used with all the machineries are a part of inventory. If specifically you need some spare part for a specific machinery, that will not form a part of your inventory. Very, very important. Now, trading business may, do you have raw material work in process? No, directly finished goods like my stationery. I get the finished goods and then I sell it. That's all. Sometimes I can use a packing material also. So these are the parts of my inventory. Now, madam, what does the accounting standard tell me for valuing the particular stock, madam? Always the thumb rule or the principle is inventory should be valued at cost or net realizable value, whichever is less. Please remember this dialogue. This will keep coming throughout your CA entire life. This journey may inventory should be valued at cost or NRV, whichever is less. Now come to the point. What is NRV, madam? NRV is net realizable value. Madam, realizable value means sale value only, no? Then what, madam? You can write sale value itself, no? No. When I use the word net realizable value, it means the sale value minus expenses incurred for the sale. ये वाला marker, I want to sell it at Bangalore. So I don't know, I don't have any shop there, nothing. So I know a agent. I tell the agent marker cost is 10, marker sale price is 10 rupees. If you sell me this marker, I will give you 2 rupees commission. So the net realizable value when that person sells my marker in Bangalore will be 10 minus 2, 8 rupees. This is the concept of net realizable value. Sale value only. But for doing the sale, if you are going to incur expenses in relation to do the sale, उसको subtract करना है. तभी आपको net realizable value मिल जाएगा. Clear? Now, madam, what forms part of the cost? Very, very simple. Purchase cost. You can purchase raw materials, or if you're trading, you can purchase directly the finished goods. The first thing is the cost of purchases will come into the picture, plus cost of conversion. What is conversion? The conversion cost is nothing but when you are doing the manufacturing process, okay? Wait, Mansi, don't look at the book. You please look at whatever I'm teaching, okay? Cost of conversion means if you are a manufacturing concern, you are going to use and do lot of processes. You are going to use the machineries. You are going to put people, laborers to work on that. You are going to take. So all of this costs, all of the costs together will be added in the cost of the product. Clear, everybody? Purchase cost hai, cost of conversion is there. If you incur any transport cost to bring the raw material or the finished goods to the place of your location, if you are incurring any cost, then that cost also I should add. Transportation cost, once cost which are connected to that. Next, if you have any other costs, okay, if you have any other costs which is required for bringing the product or for making the inventory in a saleable condition, so all the other incidental costs to make the product saleable, to make the product marketable, then that is very, very important. You need to have it. Clear? Now, madam, what is not a part of the cost, madam? Simple. The first thing is if you get a discount. दो तरह का discounts होता है. There are two types of discount, trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount is one that you will get when you purchase the goods. For you to purchase more and more goods, they will give you a discount. So when I'm talking about the purchase cost, from the purchase cost, trade discount should be subtracted. Whereas cash discount will be given when you are making a payment. If you make the payment earlier, you will get a cash discount. I am not talking about cash discount here. What is the discount I'm talking? With regard to the trade discount, which is with the cost of the inventory. Okay, 10 rupees is the value of the purchase, but 3 rupees is the trade discount. So the net value should be 10 minus 3, 7 rupees only. Clear? Now you are going to subtract any reimbursable taxes. There can be different types of taxes when you are purchasing an item. So what is the clarification given to us is simple. Few taxes like GST, we will collect it, but we can set it off. Okay? तो तब हमको set off का facility मिलता है. That we call it as reimbursable cost. That means what? I spend 2 rupees. Again, I am going to get a credit of 2 rupees. So should you include that in the cost? No, madam. वो कैसा cost हो सकता है? How? You have not spent anything. You have spent, but you will get the credit of it later. So that kind of reimbursable taxes should not form a part of the cost. So you should subtract it. But there are few other costs or few other taxes like sales tax, octroi and all of that, that you will not get any credit. उस तरह का cost, उस तरह का taxes for which if you will not get a reimbursement, you should add it with the purchase cost. That's all. Non-reimbursable taxes, you should add. Reimbursable taxes, you should subtract. Next. Abnormal losses, कुछ theft हो गया. There is some theft that is happening due to earthquake, natural calamities. Abnormal losses have happened. That kind of abnormal losses or wastages should be excluded from the cost. Okay, should be excluded from the cost. What should I share? This one. And then the main thing is selling and overhead selling and administration overheads. When we are talking about the cost of goods manufactured, how will selling expenses be added? No, no, that is not my cost of producing the goods. That is my indirect cost, which will go to the P&L. So as far as cost of the inventory is concerned, this much will come into the picture. You need not memorize or by heart anything. As and when you do the questions, you will understand. Okay. So cost or NRV, whichever is less, you have to consider it. Till this, did you understand? What are the types of inventory? What is an inventory? And ma'am, what is the way to interact with you subsequently? Harshit, you can interact with me. I think they have some group there. They will post it to me, or I'll give you my mail ID also at the end of the class. Okay. So you can do that. So coming back to the point, my dear students, what is inventory? Did you understand? What is the accounting standard for the inventory? What does that particular rule says? It says cost or net realizable value, whichever is less. Now we are going to see what are the methods of valuation. Okay. Till now we understood administration overheads, Yashi. Administration overheads are nothing but those expenses you are going to incur for your office. अब जब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंसर्न हो यू विल हैव अ फैक्ट्री फैक्ट्री में कुछ एक्सपेंसेस आएगा और वो फैक्ट्री मैनेज करने के लिए यू विल हैव अ ऑफिस सो so whatever expenses are happening or incurring at the office that we call as administration expenses. It is not directly related to the factory, but you should have an office, then only you can manage the factory. So that is why they are called as administration expenses. Clear? COGS, everything will be a part of this only. So you people don't have to worry at all. I will teach you. Now, all of you, please see very carefully, listen. The methods of value. Oh, you saw that also? Very good. So, methods of valuation of inventory. All of you, please see very, very important. Okay. Methods of valuation of inventory. You have historical method. That is whatever you used to follow in the olden days. Now, non-historical method, or you can call it a little bit modern. Okay. In the historical method, again, you have if goods are non-interchangeable and if goods are interchangeable. So what is this, madam? I am a manufacturer. I manufacture markers and I also manufacture water bottles. Markers and water bottles, are they goods that can be interchanged? Yes, interchanged means can they be substituted? I manufacture a water bottle. I manufacture markers also. So can we interchange it? You can't. So in that particular case, you will go with the specific identification method. Specific identification method. What is specific identification? That means whatever cost I am incurring for producing the marker will be taken separately. And whatever cost I am incurring for manufacturing the bottle, that will be taken separately. So specifically, I am going to identify the cost and show it in my balance sheet. Why are we doing all of this, my dear students? Because inventory is a part of your current asset which will come in your balance sheet. So uska value should be written correctly. So that is why we are doing all of this particular exercise. When the goods are interchangeable, for example, I manufacture markers, different colors, correct? Black, red, green, blue. So I am in the same manufacturing of the same product, but different variants. So there the goods can be interchanged, correct? So sometimes I can use the common raw materials. So उस तरह का raw materials और उस तरह का business, they will follow the FIFO, LIFO, simple average, and weighted average. This particular four methods, we will be doing it together at the last. Okay. This we will be doing it a little later. Clear? And now, madam, historical methods are gone away, madam. Now talk about non-historical method. Non-historical method, only one method, adjusted selling price method. That's all. That means what? To ascertain the cost, How will you do it from the sale value? Can somebody tell me what is the formula for cost from sale value? Sale price minus what gives you the cost? Sales price minus the, everybody, sales price minus the, correct. Sales price minus profit gives you the cost. So when I'm going to go from sales, I don't know what is the cost. Okay. It is not given to me in the question. So how do I value that particular thing? I find out what is the profit, and from the sale value, I subtract the profit to get my cost. That's all. This is the basic theory. Now let us go ahead and see a question. Before I can share, just a minute. I want all of you to complete your BRS. Okay, take it very seriously and then complete your BRS. Very important, yeah. The concepts, when you do it on a daily basis only, you will be able to understand and follow it easily. Otherwise, no, it will become very difficult. Okay. Now we are going to look at the illustration number 1. Very, very simple. Where is my Zoom? All of you, please see. Sureka Limited deals in 3 products PQR, which are neither similar nor interchangeable. At the end of the financial year, the historical cost and NRV of the closing stock is given. So determine the value of the closing stock. So here what they are talking about, goods that are not interchangeable. इस तरह का wording is given to you, then you should understand ये historical methods के हिसाब से specific identification method I need to follow. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do, illustration 1, statement showing computation of value of closing stock, or you can write valuation of closing stock also, simply valuing closing stock. I have just complicated, so don't do that, write this. Okay, so here you have the items, there are P, Q, R. Now you have to consider the value. Kya, what will be the value? What is the rule that we have learned? Either cost or NRV, whichever is less. This is the value that we learned. Correct? Now, based on this particular principle, we are going to solve this question. All of you, please see. Item P, historical cost is 38. Cost is 38. Realizable value is 42. Which is less? Cost is less. So, for P, it will be 38. Here you write value in lakhs. Here it will be 38. Very good. Now let's go to Q. Q के लिए the amount is 29 and 29. Both NRV and cost are same. So you will take the actual value, which is 29. Both of them are same. So you can take the actual value. And then for R, all of you please see, for R, historical cost is 17, but NRV is less. So our concept is either the cost or the net realizable value, whether the cost or the net realizable value, whichever is less. That is 14. Or if you ask me, madam, why madam you have different, like, can NRV, the sale value, become lesser than the cost? Yes. In case of mobile industries, no. Today a new model will be released. Tomorrow again you come with another variant. So what will happen? The cost of manufacturing this particular mobile phone, even if it is 10,000, the sale value you fixed at 20,000, let us say. But when a new phone comes, the sale value will become lesser. Then only, because everybody will go for the new phone, no? So to push this particular old model, you need to give a discount, reduce the value. Is this clear, everybody? So this is the valuation that you are going to do for specific identification method. That's all. Let us see the thing, how it is given. See here, you can also present it this way, wherein valuation is equal to least or cost or the net realizable value, and then show it this way. Yeah. Is it clear to everybody? Now the illustration 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be doing it a little later. Now we come to the adjusted selling price. What is the next concept that we are going to see? Adjusted selling price. Like I was telling you, what is this method, madam? In the non-historical method, the adjusted selling price means I am going to find out the cost. See, in every question, finding the cost is my important task. Closing inventory you will have. Number units will be given. Uska kya closing stock value I should write is my question. So in everywhere I will try to find out what is my cost. Okay. I will always try to find out what is my cost. Now using the non-historical method, that means adjusted selling price, how do I find my cost? That is the illustration number 6. Okay. Now I will tell you step by step the most easiest illustration number 6, illustration number 7, both from adjusted selling price method. So first, my dear students, you will be given the cost. So there will be few clues given to you in the question. Uske hisab se you should find out what is the cost. Okay. Point number 1. Point number 2. Yeah, okay, no problem. I will do like that. Okay. Now, point number 2. After you find out the cost, you are supposed to subtract it from the sale value to find out the profit. Okay. To find out the profit, or rather, we can do it in a trading account. Okay. So, you will find out the profit. प्रॉफिट फाइंड आउट करने के बाद, ऑल ऑफ यू लिसन, प्रॉफिट फाइंड आउट करने के बाद you should find out the profit percentage. What you should find? Profit percentage. Okay. Now step number 4. After finding out the profit percentage, you should apply the percentage on the sale price to find out what is the amount of profit. And finally, that sale price minus profit will give you the cost of that particular item. Is this clear? Let us do it very, very slowly, very, very clearly, and it is going to be easy. Everybody? But here there will be a small change that you will understand when I start doing the question. Measures XYZ are in retail business. Following information is obtained from the records. Goods received from suppliers. Subject to the trade discount and taxes, 15 lakh and 75,500. See here, trade discount and GST is given to you. My dear students, trade discount का क्या करना है? You should subtract it from this cost. GST का क्या करना है? उसको भी you should subtract it. But my dear students, there is a typing error here. The GST is non-reimbursable because if you see here, they have added the GST. Why? Because I taught you the concept GST you should not add but subtract. So since it has happened like this in the question, then Priyamvada madam came and she told there was a typing error. GST ka reimbursement is question mein nahi milega. So the question should have been the GST is not reimbursed. Maybe the new print mein it is corrected. Okay. Clear everybody? So now the goods received 15 lakh 75,000 ke upar, we have to do some calculation. So let us go ahead with this illustration. One of the most easiest illustration. Okay. So now the step number 1 is ascertaining cost of the purchases. What is this? Ascertaining cost of purchase. Actual cost of purchase kitna hai? It is 15 lakh 75,500. Clear? On this, I have a trade discount. I have told you clearly, trade discount, please subtract it. So 3% of 15 lakh 75,500. Can somebody tell me the answer? What is the answer? 15 lakh 75,500 into 3 percentage. No, no, I want the amount of trade discount. 47,265. Now, what is the actual value? Uh, yes, 47,265. The actual value, okay, just a minute. There is some particular issue in my system. Just a minute. Hmm. So 15 lakh 28 and Bindya had given me the answer. 15 lakh 28, 235. Correct? Now on this you are supposed to add, excuse me, the GST at 11 percentage. So on this 11 percentage comes to how much? Anybody on this 11 percentage comes to how much? Hmm. 1,68,106. That is the GST. So the net cost will be how much, everybody? How much is the net cost? Hmm. Net cost when you subtract 15 lakh 28 minus 1 lakh 68 105, how much is the answer? I'm sorry, you have to add. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to subtract it, but you're supposed to add. I was thinking GST, no, you should subtract. No, no, you have to add. 16 lakh 96 341. Correct? This is the cost of purchase. This is the step number one. Clear, everybody? Now we will go and prepare an easy method. You all know how to prepare a trading account? Yes? Trading account shall we prepare? Now, the presentation given in your book will be a little different, but that is okay. Don't worry. Okay. Now, to the cost of purchase which you have got from this answer, 16 lakh 96 341. Now, I will post that on the debit side because trading account में क्या आएगा? Opening stock, purchases, and then on the debit side you will be having the other costs. Correct? On the credit side, sales and closing stock. All of you, please see here. Packaging and transportation charges. Should we include this as a part of the cost or no? Yes, we should include this as a part of the cost. To packing and transportation charges. 87,500. This is also a direct cost for me, so I should take it here. Then what are the other things that is given to us? Any other costs are given to us? Let us check. We have sales during the year. Okay, that will come onto the credit side. Selling price of the closing stock. Find out non-historical cost of inventories using adjusted selling price. That means what, ma? Already closing stock ka 2,35,000 value is given to you. That is your selling price of inventory. But I should find out the cost of the inventory. That is why I am doing everything. So this side by sales, I write 22 lakh and 45,000. And by closing stock also I write here 2 lakh and 45,000. Am I right? 22 lakh 45 500. 2 lakh 35 45 500. Clear, everybody? Yes, that's it. So after writing, what should you do? First find out what is the gross profit. What is the gross profit? So I'm going to add this. I'm going to get 24 lakh 70 80 500. 24 lakh 80 500 minus this. Can somebody tell me what is the gross profit figure? What is the gross profit figure? This value here. 6 lakh 96 659. 6 lakh 96 659. Neha Kritika. Okay. Trupti also has done. Pooja Yadav. Okay, good. So now you got the gross profit. This is step number two. Okay. First finding out the cost, total cost after trade discount and adding this, you are getting this. That you are putting it in the trading account and finding out what is the gross profit. Now the step number three, finding out the gross profit percentage. Okay, how will you find out the gross profit percentage? इसका formula है gross profit by sales into 100. But my dear students, please see. Okay, where is transportation cost? Here, packing and transportation cost. See here, ma. Everybody, while you're doing GP, gross profit by sales into 100, that's the thing we follow. But Credit side may when closing stock is also given at the selling price or the sale value, you should consider the closing stock also. That is the only difference in this question. That's all. So now please see gross profit ka 6,96,659 divided by sales plus this 2,24,80,500 into 100. How much is the percentage, ma? Anybody? How much is the percentage? Neha says it is 28.9 percentage, madam. The value is 28.09. If you are getting it in fractions or decimals, please leave it up to two decimal places. And then the last step is cost of the closing inventory. Very easy. So now cost is equal to 2,35,000 minus 28.09 percentage. So how much is 28.09 percentage of 2,35,000? How much is the profit component for us? The profit component, when you apply 28.9 into this, the profit component is nothing but 66,012. Now the cost will be 2,35,000 minus 66,012. Let us take this as profit. Let us take this as cost. 1,68,000, 69, 68, 988. This is the answer. Very simple question, but since we have done so much, like the steps are more for you people to understand only, I have given this particular thing. Clear, everybody? Did you all understand? So in the step number one, cost of purchase, I am subtracting the trade discount and adding the GST. On this value, you have to take the GST and you have to calculate the total cost. Is total cost ko leke step number two, I am taking to the trading account. Trading account debit side. Mubarak, why are you taking na? The closing stock is given at your sale price, no? So Mubarak, here the point is we need to find out is closing stock का sale price दिया है, but question में आपको पूछ रहा है find out the cost. So to find out the cost क्या करना है? आप ही ने formula दिया है sales minus profit. तो उस profit इसमें कितना है? Do you know about the profit that is involved or included in this? I don't know. So I find out the gross profit percentage by doing this trading account. I get gross profit and gross profit divided by this, and I'm going to get the percentage. So इस percentage को तब मैं इस value पे apply करती हूँ. The meaning is in 2,35,000, 66,000 है मेरा profit. इसको subtract करके I will have to take it. Is that clear, everybody? In every question, GST will not be added. I told you GST will not be added. Okay? Triloknama. Now the question is how we have to solve. आपका textbook भी you can follow. You can follow this also. So it is not a problem. You need not worry about the presentation method. Please worry about what I have to see and do it. Okay. Now I want all of you to try like illustration number 7. Please go back home and try that. Okay. So with that, today's class comes to an end. So let me take few questions and then wind up the class. Mohammed Shadab. Understood, everybody? Oh my God, there are a lot of doubts that is there. Harshit Ketan. Okay. My LinkedIn profile, you're impressed. Okay, good. Thanks. Okay, the others. Did you all understand? Ma'am, question में अगर इस तरह का त्रिलोकनामा, I think I took your doubt. Correct? Just give me 1 point. Pooja Yadav very actively are answering. 13 to 14 chats. Ragul. While preparing subsidiary books, should I follow the same method after trade discount? Yes, everywhere the same concept only, no. Gross profit margin and gross profit percent. Yes, margin and percent both are the same. Ajay, okay. Ujjwal, you are also very active. Did you all understand everything? Ma'am, exams may will MCQs come, true or false will come. That is also like your MCQ only, no, ma. Okay, whatever you learnt in your, see, whatever you learnt in your schools, 11th, 12th standard, your colleges, all that will be different, okay? What is this absolute stock? Radhika, the concept of taxes, no? Any tax that you can get reimbursement for, that you should not include it in the part of your cost, okay? But those costs or those you will not get a reimbursement for, then you should spend it out of your own pocket. That will become a part of your cost. In this example, GST 11 percentage, they have not given you, I mean, it is a typing error, but actually the sentence should have been there. Ki, this is a non-reimbursable cost. So that time, no, okay. That time, no, you have to add that with your cost of the purchase. When you're solving the question, if you get okay. Inventories is not hard. Inventories is easy. After you try the question, if you get a doubt, then what you should do? You will get, yeah, you will, okay, see everything. Just a minute. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. There's some problem with the camera. That's okay. Anyways, I've completed the class. Okay. I'm just taking the, okay. Old stocks ka Mansi, they will be valued at, not Mansi, the other person, whoever is asking about the absolute stocks, no? So that will be a little, it is a slow and non-moving item. So it will be valued at lesser value than your actual cost. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. That will be taken non-moving stock, slow moving items, all of them will not at all be valued at your normal value. They'll be valued at lesser than the cost value. That it will be mentioned based on whatever is the clues given to you in the question. Priyanshu Ghosh added. Okay. Kritika Jha. Okay, good. Everybody of you understood. So if there are any doubts that I have to take, I think you, Ashok will unmute you people. You're anyways able to hear me, no? If you just have any doubts, okay. Otherwise, I think I've completed everything without you people asking me any doubts. Ashok, dekho na, if anybody is there to raise the hands, then I will take that out right now. Okay. Okay. I think then we can. Mohammed Shadab has raised. Okay. RTP, MTPs, it's quite early, Rahul. If you practice,
गुड
it is good, okay?
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम।
Good afternoon, Shadab.
मैम इन्वेंटरी चैप्टर हमारे लिए थोड़ा नया है मैम। जो आपने फर्स्ट इलस्ट्रेशन करवाया है वो मैम समझ ही में नहीं आया, कहाँ से कौन सी वैल्यू आ गई मैम।
भाई, what is the problem? कहाँ से?
मैम
वो तो क्वेश्चन से ही है। आप देखो क्वेश्चन पे, आपका 3 आइटम दिया है PQR। आपको
यस
टैबुलर
मैम।
कॉलम में दिया है कॉस्ट कितना है एंड नेट रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू कितना है। मैंने आपको क्या बताया है द फर्स्ट सेंटेंस? I told you the inventory will be valued at the cost or the net realizable value, whichever is less. Correct?
यानी कि मैम दोनों में से जो वैल्यू
लेस
कम
है
रहेगी।
उसको
जी
हम
मैम।
लेना है। तो P का वैल्यू आपने आप देखो 38 है उसका हिस्टोरिकल कॉस्ट, 42 है उसका नेट रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू। तो इन दोनों
जी
में कौन सा कम है?
38।
हाँ। Q का देखो 29 और 29 दोनों इक्वल है। तो आप क्या
यस
कौन
मैम।
सा वैल्यू लेते हो?
29।
हम्म। R का?
यस मैम। यस मैम समझ में आ गया, यानी कि हिस्टोरिकल स्पेसिफिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन मेथड में जिसकी वैल्यू कम रहेगी
हम्म।
हिस्टोरिकल नॉन रियलाइजेबल में
नेट
वो वैल्यू
रियलाइजेबल।
डालेंगे।
करेक्ट।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you. I think we can close it, yeah? Yes. Thank you, everybody. Bye.